Yeah, and I'm in a whole new organization. That's right, the IWA. A whole new way of thinking about wrestling. And the forum, that's it right there over my shoulder. The entire planet. Because that's the kind of domain I'm looking to stretch out for. Well, you might be thinking I'm real bad, and you might be thinking I'm real evil. When you say the name Maxx Payne, the name says it all.
Wrestle with that dreaded task of doing laundry when you can team up with the largest and most convenient laundromat in Tennessee, Soap Opera Laundry. Free coffee and TV while you wait or play your favorite video game in air-conditioned comfort. Bundle service also available. Just 50 cents per load, Monday through Friday. Prices that won't put you over the top rope. All at Soap Opera Laundry, located on Dickerson Road, Gallatin Road, Charlotte Pike, Antioch, and a new Soap Opera Laundry opening soon on Nolensville Road.
Hey, wrong with
Me neither, man. I can't believe it either.
You don't want none of this.
Yeah, I do, but not here. Talk to the people.
Hey, you know something? There's very few things in the world that me and this geek agree upon.
Yeah, but we do agree on one thing. That's a lifelong fight against drug abuse.
You know, kids, drugs keep you from being all you can be, like me.
So be all you can be. And don't
take my... That's my line.
That's my line. It was really
smack you?
Look, bottom line is, don't do drugs.
Hi, I'm Joe Silver.
And I'm Joan Santoro.
Welcome to the IWA.
The driving force of professional wrestling.
And Joan, I miss someone tonight.
I see the chair's empty next to me.
The mouth of squash.
Yeah. Where could the boy be at? I don't know, but...
The one and only
Maxx
The
Payne.
name says it all, and unfortunately, the doctor is a bit tied up at the moment, you might say.
Wonderful.
Great.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
I hope you guys can put up with me for a few minutes.
We would be
sit back and
delighted.
enjoy the show with you.
It'd be a very pleasant change.
All right.
Maybe we can do some educated stuff tonight without the squash.
Yeah, I like the smile. He makes me sad.
Yeah, so let's just all be happy and smile tonight. What do you say?
Okay. Our first match this evening is between the Texas Hangman and Chuck Casey.
And the Texas Hangman has a message for Chuck Casey.
Yeah. What?
Like a ghost from Tombstone, I'm going to come into your life and make it a living hell. You want a death match with me? Texas death match is what you're going to get. I'm going to string you up with this rope, and we'll see how long you survive. You made the mistake of your life when you signed a match with me, the Hangman.
Good evening and welcome once again to another exciting International Wrestling Alliance event. Hi, I'm Roger Cohen.
And I'm Dick Curry, and our first match this evening features Chuck Casey and the Texas Hangman.
That's right, 290 pounds of mane.
He's a big guy, and he's got a mask, and that's enough to scare anyone, I would say.
Right. The Hangman means business, but I think Chuck Casey means business too.
I think so. He looks like he's in tip-top shape for this match.
That's right. He was a wrestler, of course, with Iowa State years back.
And they lock up as there goes an arm drag by Casey, and another arm drag takes the Hangman down to the mat, and a hip toss.
Hangman's already intimidated, getting out of the ring right away.
He ran him right out of there.
Wow, what's he crying about?
I think he's complaining to the ref. Maybe he pulled his tights or something. But
Looks like a little PR work from Chuck Casey there with the crowd. They're trying to get in good with the crowd there.
I think they're probably behind him, but you never know. You never know about a match like this.
Hangman's back in and getting crazy.
And there they lock up one more time. Casey grabs that left arm and wrenches it.
He's got a threat going there.
He's putting the pressure on that arm. I think that's about the only way you can take the Hangman down is to start working on part of him. Usually that's his tactic, though, to try to cripple his opponent.
That's typical of him. It's typical of the Hangman to work one body part into oblivion. He wants to punch him bad.
He does.
But he don't dare because he's in too much pain. I thought you told me earlier he was tough. Did you say something about the Hangman being tough?
He's pretty tough. Well, there he goes. He's taking down kick.
That was nice. Okay. He's coming around. He's hurt, Dad.
He is. That arm's feeling bad.
That's right.
Casey knows if he can get his arm again.
He's thinking hard. He's thinking hard about the next move he's going to make.
And Casey slams the Hangman down as he grabs him in a chin lock.
Tried to get a hold, but he couldn't quite get what he wanted, I don't think. Of course, Casey being a three-time All-American, he knows his stuff.
He's got some pretty good arms on him, so he does. Put some pressure on those holds. The Hangman's trying to go for the hair. Didn't quite make it.
There it is.
He's got a handful now, though. And he got him right down. I don't think the referee saw that. Now, you know the Hangman's not going to tell him the truth.
Oh, the crowd's trying to tell him. Trying to tell the referee.
After the fact, anyway. I don't know. You can't put it back. And they lock up once again. Hangman pushes Casey into the corner.
He's a tackling dummy.
Knocking the air out of Casey. Whips him into the turnbuckle. And a clothesline takes Casey to the mat. Once again, he gets a handful of hair. Puts Casey off the ropes. Takes him down with a big elbow.
Boy, tight in here tonight, Dick.
Yeah, it is, Raj. And you can tell that these men are going to get even hotter before this match is over. That's right. Once again, they lock up. Arm drag by Casey. Takes the Hangman down. He starts to work on that left arm again.
Of course, do not underestimate the Texas Hangman, because he trained for 10 years under the evil hand of Fujinama Nakatsuki.
Well, that sounds evil in itself, Raj.
It is.
And there goes a leg drop to that arm. He's really put the pressure on him.
Still working on that arm.
Hangman's going to feel that for a few days after this match.
Oh, I don't envy him a bit. The referee's trying to get a count. Trying.
Got to get both shoulders down.
It's going to be tough.
Now, that 3 count seems like it takes forever sometimes, too. Oh, he rakes the eyes of Casey.
Got that hair again, Dick.
Yeah, he smashes him with his arm. Another forearm smash to the back, and Casey rolls around.
And it sounds as though the crowd is still trying to tell the referee about that hair.
That's a body slam.
He's hurt. I think he knocked the wind out of him.
Elbow smash. Oh, that's taking the fight right out of Casey. There's 1, 2 count. Casey kicks out. I don't know where he gets the energy for that. Hangman whips Casey off the rope.
Bombs away!
Oh, yes, he did. Uh-oh. Oh, Hangman threw Casey right over the top rope. That's going to be a disqualification.
Should be a disqualification. That's right.
You just can't throw me off the top rope like that.
What's he holding his hands up for?
He thinks he's won. He's been in too many battle royals. He thinks that's the way you do it.
Oh, this is the way you do it. You told me how to do it. Oh,
right.
Okay.
That's not the way it works, though. I think Casey's a little ticked off
elbow
over
there. A little blood.
Perhaps trying to explain to the Hangman why he did not win this match. Casey's making his way back in.
He's back in, and the round is not over yet. Kicked him right out of the ring.
Flying drop kick puts the mark on the Hangman, knocks him right out, and Casey's wanting him back in there. And our winner, Chuck Casey, as the
Official winner this time.
Right.
Okay.
They're still trying to mix it up.
That Hangman don't like it.
I don't think so.
He don't like it worth it there. I think he's still saying he's the winner.
There's his famous Hangman's noose that he carries around with him.
The crowd just don't care.
Once again, your winner by disqualification. There's Chuck Casey. And we've got more exciting events coming up as the IWA wrestling continues, so stick around.
Well, we just saw an interesting match between the Texas Hangman and Chuck Casey. And I believe the Texas Hangman got disqualified for throwing Casey over the top rope.
It was wild.
You're not supposed to do that.
No.
But Casey, seeking his revenge, got back in there and kicked the Hangman right through the ropes. So, Mr. Payne,
Gotta be the speed.
would you mind giving us an interpretation of what you're doing there?
Well, I just was helping Dr. Squash here a bit tied up at the
Wonder
moment.
what really happened to Dr. Squash.
I think he probably literally is tied up in traffic.
Anyway, we're going to have some upcoming matches. Springfield, Tennessee, April 14th at the Event Center.
Yes. And April the 16th, we will be in Manchester, Tennessee. So y'all come on out and join us for an interesting evening of wrestling.
I don't know what is going to happen to Dr. Squash. I don't know if he'll even be there. I mean, I'm beginning to have my doubts. Maxx Payne's enjoying this too much.
Yes, he is. He must have gotten some of the hangman's rope there to take
That's
care.
his rope.
You'd look good hanging from this rope, maybe.
To take care. Okay.
The IWA will be back right after these important messages. Dr. Squash.
Days, but drugs are not the answer. Peer pressure is no excuse. It's a cop-out. If you want to be with the in crowd says no. Parents, teach your children. Adults, set the example. Drugs are not the way to have a good time. If you want to have fun, live. Remember, just say no.
Welcome back to the IWA. Our next event will be Steve Sawyer versus Intern IV, and that'll be coming up in just a couple of minutes. Maxx Payne.
Yes.
I'd like to ask you a real serious question.
Okay.
I understand you're involved in some promotions against drug abuse.
Yeah, we're, the IWA itself is really strong against the use and abuse of drugs, and in the future shows we've got coming up, we'll be talking about that quite a bit, so
Great.
we're looking forward to that because...
That's a great message for the
yeah,
kids
it
out
is.
there. Well, for anyone, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. And I think it's time in America that we make a stand against this, and
That's right.
it's something I really feel about, and I think the messages will speak for themselves.
Good. That's great. That's great.
By the way, how is Steve Sawyer's arm?
Well, I understand that his doctor would not permit him to wrestle at the Army Wednesday night, and I think it's very unfortunate that happened to Steve, because Steve is a great guy, a good, excellent wrestler, and
a real future superstar for the IWA.
I believe you're right.
Yeah.
And
That's okay.
Why is he laughing?
We'll take care of the problem.
I think he knows something that we don't.
I wish he'd tell us.
I know something I won't tell, I won't tell,
Come
I won't
on.
tell.
Come
I
on,
know
Max,
something
tell
I
us.
won't tell. No.
Come on. Tell us.
Let's go to our next match
No.
between
What can we do to
Steve
make
Sawyer
it
and
sound
Intern IV.
Interns with Dr. Squash, brother, they proved something to me. They proved to me that they're a low-down, dirty dogs. Don't know what's even happening, what's even going on. So you want to come out here, you want to interfere in a match? Well, brother, that's fine with me. See, you can slick us once, shame on you. Slick us twice, shame on me, brother, because that's what it's all about. Coming down, getting down to it, right here, brother. We're going to show you what it's all about. See, because I got a little surprise for you. As long as I've been on the road many times as I fought, I've seen a lot of things, and I did a lot of devious things. The people around here in Nashville know that. But I'm going to tell you something, brother. I'm going to bring Robert Gibson down here. The Rock and Roll Express, right along with Steve right here, brother. We're going to see what you can do, interns, with Dr. Squash. We're going to see really how tough and how bad you really are. Because coming from me, brother, I tell you, we don't kick the good man when he's down. We put the boots to him, brother. That's just what it's all about. So you be ready. IWA, and we tell you, baby, rock and roll is here to stay. Woo!
And we're back ringside. I'm Dick Curry along with Roger Cohen. And who's in this match, Raj?
We've got a big one right now, Dick. Steve Sawyer, of course, from Joplin, Missouri, and Intern IV, vicious Intern IV.
And there's Dr. Squash, of course. And he has to bring both interns, no matter which one is wrestling.
That's right.
I guess moral support, right?
Dr. Squash getting his medical license from Captain Crunch. He got it last week. What do they say? Oh, they're going, you know,
This is what they do every time.
match it up. See who's going to get what.
Well, there's some interesting music. Gets their attention. And I believe they're going to bring out, yes, there he is, Steve Sawyer.
Mr. Sawyer.
Mr. Dynamite. Watch him enter this ring.
Mr. Energy.
Check
Looks
out.
like he's ready to fight.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready to mix it up, all right. Steve's a real crowd pleaser.
He sure is. Nice guy, though. He's an All-American wrestler as well at Wyoming State.
You can tell he's in good shape.
Sure is. Sure is.
Of course, there's no need to say how good a shape the interns are in.
Vivacious individual. Of course, the interns. What can you say about the guy? announcer, Joan Santoro, makes her way out, and the doc has to grab the mic. Loves to antagonize the order. Oh, he does. He's got to be the center of attention. I don't care where he is. Let's ring the bell. Let's get this match underway. Rob loves that Dr. Squash. Dr. Antagonism Squash. That would be a good middle name for him. Steve's ready. I think he's ready. He'd like to get his hands on Dr. Squash, too. He's up for it tonight. And there's the bell. The referee can't even hardly contain him. Look at that. Intern IV sticks his hand out. What a nice guy, you know? Oh, yeah. Good face. He's the kind of guy that would have a baseball bat behind him or something, you know? I think he's got his fingers crossed there. Yes. Steve doesn't know what to do. He's not. He fell fine. Move to the midsection, and a forearm smash to the back. Put Sawyer to the mat. Series of stomps. We've got to talk to that kid. Steve should have known better. Well, I think he's making a fatal mistake here. Turning his back on Steve Sawyer. Anybody that works for Dr. Squash. You don't turn your back on Steve Sawyer. And he takes him down with a big right hand there. Arm drag. Now, Steve is strong. He is. He's got the strength behind him. Arm lock. He's trying to distract the referee. Dr. Squash is distracting him. Oh, leg drop. There's very little to say. Oh, nice move by Steve. Another leg drop on the left arm of IV. Did something just fall out of IV's boots? I wouldn't doubt that. I saw something coming out of his boots. He's almost had enough. Not even 2 minutes into the match. Work on the arm. Working the crowd. Sawyer gets a lot of his energy from the crowd. As he whips the intern off the rope, the clothesline takes him down. It just goes to show you, though, IV's IQ and boot size are the same. And IV's had enough. He's going to get out. He wants to take a timeout. Is there timeout today? I don't think in professional wrestling there is a timeout. Didn't know that. He's got a 10 count to get back in that ring. Squash is going to coach him just a little bit, encouraging him to go back into the ring. And he's telling him, okay, now, when you get him down, stomp his head. Well, when are they going to start that 10 count? There's the crowd getting behind Steve again. There's the count. Steve's recovering from the broken hand inflicted by Squash and grab the mic again. And that line drop kick just did not hit the mark. The intern's in control of the situation. Takes Sawyer down with a clothesline. Oh, that hurt. And a smash to the face. Bouncing off his face. Another forearm to the face. And it's a cover. He rolled him up after a count of 1. He's going to play with him. He wants to inflict some more pain on Sawyer. Like a cat in the mouse. It's a booty midsection. Elbow to the back of the neck. Set him up for a suplex. And flip Sawyer over. Of course, IV being a trustee from Bellevue High. This looks like a dirty move. Look at that. Of course. Pushing the referee. Yeah. He's pushing the referee. Yeah, he does something like that. He's going to get disqualified if he don't watch it. Sawyer's hurt. And he throws him out of the ring. Lucky he didn't throw him over the top rope. It looked like a boot to Sawyer's head by the doctor there. Having a little bit of medical assistance. Sawyer's slow about getting up, and who could blame him after that? Doc has his bag. He always uses a bag. He's ugly, too. He is. When he was born, they said he had a pretty face, and then they turned him over. And Sawyer takes another good beating there. Series of stomps to the head. Crowd still behind Sawyer. They're trying to get him up. On the rope. IV choking him. And he breaks long enough to just start the count over again, just to keep him getting disqualified. Oh, that was a solid landing. Big elbow that time to Sawyer. Another elbow. IV's working on him. There's the body slam. Looks like he may be going up. He's going up to the top rope. He's up there. Dr. Squash saying, get him a headbutt. Oh, we saw you move.
He missed.
Well, that's got to take the wind out of him.
He's down.
Okay, it's time for Sawyer to play ball now.
Yep, the ball's in his court now. Excuse me, sir.
Got him by the nose. All right. I'd like to see him yank that mask off. And a big right. Shakes up the intern. He whips him off the rope.
Bombs away.
Back body drop. And it's a flying drop kick. Clothesline takes the intern down. Missed cover by Sawyer. 1, 2 count. And IV kicks him off.
Can't get that count. Who is this?
Doc trying to interfere.
Intern Scalpel's got the mic.
He threw a bag in there. And hit Sawyer with it.
What's he even doing close to the ring? In comes Duck. Squash is trying to get in.
Yeah.
Referee running him out.
I think it was a disqualification.
That's what I was just starting to say that, Dick.
He's choking. He's choking. He goes for a headbutt and he misses. So your winner of this match is going to be Steve Sawyer. The intern's disqualified for interference.
Have they ever won a match?
He's interfering in the match.
Have they ever won a match?
Yeah. Number one, all right. Number one at cheating.
That's right.
Well, once again, Sawyer wins this match because the doc interfered and the interns were disqualified.
They just can't do right, Dick. Just cannot do right.
Steve Sawyer, like I say, recuperating from a hand injury that was inflicted by the interns in the parking lot.
That's right. That was about 2 weeks ago, and he's still suffering with it.
Yes, complications keeping him out a little while. And there's the doc.
Punky Morton and Steve Sawyer, two little boys in a big man's world. Let me tell you something, you geeks. You're talking about bringing Robert, what's his name down here? We're going to put the Rock and Roll Express back together. You know something, jerk? Elvis is dead, and you are too.
Man, I cannot believe those guys. Where did they come from doing that stuff? You know, they do that stuff to me. They do it to everybody. Why don't they do something original? I don't understand it. Can you explain that to me?
Somebody should take that bag away from him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not wrestling, man. Come on, guys. Wrestle. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
We need somebody to teach those guys some ethics, if they can be taught ethics.
They need ethics, morals, whatever you call it, they need it.
They need to learn the sense of fair play.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the bad side of that is you got to teach them what the word ethics means first. When you got a room temperature IQ like those boys do, it's very difficult to get anything into those thick heads. But I think I'm just the man to do it.
Think you can handle it?
I think you can do it, too.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, we also, coming up soon is a video of Willie the Wrestling Clown, and this is backed by popular demand. We've had many, many phone calls, and everybody wants to see Willie's video.
All kinds of phone calls.
He's quite popular.
Lots of them.
Right.
Okay, and we're going to be in Springfield, Tennessee on April the 14th.
Great.
So all you wrestling fans in Springfield, get ready to come out and enjoy and root for your favorite wrestlers.
Wrestling fans, unite.
Unite and be there. And then on April the 16th, we'll be in Manchester, Tennessee. So y'all come on out. Now, what have you really got planned for...
IWA. Willie the Clown coming into the ring. Roger Cohen along with Dick Curry at ringside, folks. And Willie's really playing to the crowd. Yes, he loves those kids. He makes friends everywhere he goes, Roger. I don't think the Midnight Rider's going to be his friend tonight, though. Fucking the guy home. Well, I mean, it's no big deal. The Rider is only 75 pounds heavy. And he looks a lot meaner, just like he carries himself. Willie really spends more time getting to know the crowd than any other wrestler I've ever seen. That's good, though. You know, he does a lot of work for the NBA. Well, a lot of charities for children, especially children's hospitals. And he continuously passes out balloons and gives the kids things like that. And on top of that, after all of that, he's not a bad wrestler either. That's right. He's giving the Midnight Riders some special instructions there. Making him mad. Oh, giving the balloons out, hugging the kids, and he'll be getting in the ring just in a few. I'd like to remind everybody about the IWA action in the Tennessee area. Springfield in the Event Center on the 14th of April. Manchester on the 16th. A lot of big names are going to be there, so we don't want you to miss it. And, of course, at the National Guard Armory on the 19th of April in Nashville. And Willie's still getting to know the audience. You don't think he's trying to build courage up there? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think Willie's afraid of the Midnight Rider just because he looks like your worst nightmare. That's right. Like literally a side of a barn. We're talking about getting hit by a Mack truck. They used him for the example. Time to mix it up. American Nightmare. I'm not sure the Midnight Rider's trying to psych Willie up there. And they get ready to lock up. Willie throws the Midnight Rider down. Over. He's going to ride him a little bit. It's like a rodeo all at once there. And there's that famous dive. He's getting noted for. He's getting out. He likes to go over and get a few more friends there. Yeah, maybe we'll just do this. Be back in a second. He's putting a strategy together out there. I think he could be a dancer, too, if he wanted to. He roller skates very well also. He does. Video. We saw it. Right, around the legislative plaza in that area. He really made some friends there today. We shot that. He was shaking hands. He just can't help himself. Mr. Goodwood. Like a magnet with people. Really draws him. He even wants to make goodwill gestures with the American Nightmare. He's got to be out of his mind. Midnight Rider's saying, no, I don't know about this. I don't know. Midnight Rider's wanting some crowd support, too. He wants it, but he ain't going to get it. I don't think so. He's going to have to keep on looking. What could he possibly be striking about? I don't know. He's got cellulite, too. He works so well. I've seen that in the Three Stooges. I think so, yeah. And Willie knocks him out of mat. Kick and a slap. We're stopping the Midnight Rider. Takes another dive. He's done again. Yeah, this is second hands with these people yet. Dancing fool. Really was fun. Dancing. Where else but the IWA would you find Willie the Wrestling Clown? That's correct. Okay, well. I think we've got the radio station. I think we do. Pretty well covered now. Up. Oh, got a hit to the midsection. Sunset flip. Attempted sunset flip. And he rolls him over. He hits him. Count. There's a three. It looks like Willie got it. Winner. Willie the Wrestling Clown. If you can believe it, he wasn't in the ring 1/4 of a second.
Hi, all. Luscious Leslie Love here. And I suppose you'd like to know why I came all the way from San Francisco to compete in the IWA. Well, it's quite simple. Oh, I came to play rough with these big, brawny Southern boys. And if you'd like to see me doing what I do best, which is hurting people very badly and laughing about it, please tune in to Channel 2 on Saturday nights at 10:30 for IWA Wrestling. It's the only kind that's good enough for Luscious Leslie. Be good now. I love you.
It's in every part of society, from the rich to the poor, but it affects us all. Drugs tear away at the very fabric that make us the greatest country in all the universe. It's time to make a change. Take control of your own life. Make our world a better place. If you're doing drugs now, get help. If you're not doing drugs, don't start. Just say no to drugs, but most important, learn how to say no and never surrender.
You just heard from Luscious Leslie Love, and of course you just saw Willie win his big match.
It was really exciting. I like Willie.
He's something else, isn't he? I mean, a wrestling clown. It's the incongruity of it all, isn't it? He's amazing.
He helped make the IWA.
I think so. I mean, well, he's certainly a unique individual.
The kids love him, and so do the adults.
I do, yeah. That's
I like him, too.
Hey, what matches are coming up?
We've got George Weingroff versus the Spike coming up.
Oh, yeah, we got Barry Cuda versus Jim Lett, too.
Well, you know, it's unfortunate, but I feel like I might have overstated my welcome here a bit. I've certainly enjoyed. Well, but you know, Dr. Squash, he's sort of attached, you might say, to this part of the show.
Forget Dr. Squash. You don't like him.
Unfortunately, he's tied up at the moment someplace.
Tell me what you're doing, please. Come on. Come on. Tell me what
Yeah, let us in on what you know.
Max.
Okay.
Please.
Something.
Dr. Squash, we'll see you in the ring, brother.
That's going to be wonderful.
Oh, this is great. I can't wait.
I appreciate you being patient with me, and I've enjoyed it. And IWA fans,
We
stick around.
appreciate you coming down, but there's something that you hadn't seen yet. Dr. Squash sends the interns out drumming up business, so let's watch this.
We can't find some business. I thought Benny was slow back here in New York on that midnight shift. But I can't Bellevue, boy, it's turf. It's turf. Plug turf. Benny sure is slow. I'm bored to death. Hey, I've eaten that one. She'll be quiet. We'll sneak up on him. Doc, you'll be proud now. Doctor, be proud. Don't smile. Doc, you'll be proud. Be quiet. We make lots of money on him. Be quiet. We can knock him out. Be quiet. Hit it. Hit him. I don't want to. I appreciate it. Maybe that helps Dr. Financial 68. What's wrong with it? Good body. Come in here, please. Come in, man. Come in, honey. Come in, gal. Hey, woman. Come here. Check out the patient, please. I'm proud of you guys. What are you going to do with that? Business. I got the greatest crew in the world. I told you so, Doc. That's all right here. Come on, nurse.
Nothing wrong with him, too.
What you talking about, woman? What do you mean, trees? Get out of here.
He just been beat up, that's all.
No, that was a hit and run, Doc. It was a hit and run. Got hit and run. Honest, they hit us. Honest. No. What day is it today? Day. Friday's dental day, you idiot. Fix it. Oh, dental day. Oh, God. Fix it. What
This is the baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on. You got the money? No. He ain't got no money, Doc. No. Oh, you want to lose some more teeth? No. You got a car? Well, you better talk. No. What about some insurance?
No money, no money.
Come on, fool, you got to go. Get out of here. Get out.
Nobody comes in to see the doctor without paying the bill.
Dr. Squash, man. But what I want to know is what these boys are going to do when I beat them to tar, man. Because they ain't got no place to go. No doctor will see them and Dr. Squash. Well, let's face it, I know he's not part of the AMA. If you get my drift, so Dr. Squash, intern number 1 and number 2, Scalpel, and what's the other guy's name? IV. Yeah, that's it. Scalpel and IV. You better be ready for Maxx Payne, and I'll tell you why. Because when you say the name Maxx Payne, the name says it all, and the IWA is ready for him now.
And welcome back for third match action. I'm Dick Curry along with Roger Cohen.
What's the mundo, Dick?
What we got here, Raj?
Between George Weingroff and the Spike.
Another masked man. This guy looks pretty big.
You think the Spike, he probably goes around 300 pounds?
I wouldn't doubt that a bit.
Of course, don't underestimate George Weingroff.
Oh, George.
40.
Absolutely, because the boy is stout. He really is. Of course, his father is the late, great Saul Weingroff, who is a big-time manager in years gone by. And there, George has a pin already. If it weren't for the ropes, he may have gotten somewhere that time. Took the Spike down. Spike saying, "You pull my trunks, ref."
Well, he tore up the locker room before he came out. And he wants Weingroff to be the example.
Hip toss.
But it doesn't look like that's going to happen tonight.
Weingroff's got a lot of experience under his belt.
You better believe it. Dad taught him everything. All the moves.
Spike's complaining. He says he pulled his mask.
Well.
He's on that arm.
He's going to work.
That'll put you right up on the tips of your toes.
Even the referee's good, sorry.
And he reverses it.
I think George likes that.
Right back.
He likes that. Give him a smile on his face, man.
Yeah, give him an arm lock. As they go back and
we could do this all night. Yeah? We can do this.
I don't think Weingroff's going to go a lot longer. There he goes. Another takedown. Oh, back in the ropes again, though. Going to have to get him out of the ropes. That's a big man. You got to watch where he's throwing.
But he fills the ring up.
He does. He's going to
how can he help it be against the ropes?
Because he tends to use the ropes. He wants to get outside the ring and buy it for time.
He does.
Weingroff's got a headlock on him. Spike's going to whip him off into the ropes. And he takes him right down.
Got him right down.
Weingroff's handling this big man real well.
Can handle him. He's handling him real well.
Got him in a headlock now. Putting the pressure on.
Referee trying to get a count. And not yet.
Of course, we saw Weingroff last week in a heavy-duty match with Terry Bam Bam. Yeah, that was some match. And he's working on the arm again as he's got Spike in pain now.
Think he's hurting? Do you think he's hurting enough?
So.
I don't think he's hurting enough.
Well,
Let's twist it up. I think the crowd wants more. And he reversed it on Weingroff. There, took him down with a clothesline. He gets a handful of Weingroff's hair. Forearm smash to the back of the head.
I bet you George thinks it's Monday morning.
I wouldn't doubt that a bit.
Spike is going to go to work now.
He puts Weingroff into the turnbuckle.
You know, nobody knows much about this guy, Spike. Don't know where he comes from.
He's a mystery man. He's got a pretty powerful headlock on Weingroff.
Sure does. Says he wants to make an example out of George Weingroff today for the IWA. For everybody in the IWA.
I think a lot of men have tried that before with Weingroff. A lot of men have fallen.
Gotten surprised.
And there goes Weingroff thinking about falling as he slams to the mat. When Spike throws his weight around, you better watch out. Spike pushes Weingroff off the rope. Oh, he's going to try to take him over, but Weingroff got him a knee. He did.
He bought him a knee right in the chest here.
Spike felt that one.
I heard that.
Weingroff wound up now.
You know, from ringside here, you can hear a lot of stuff.
There's a chop. He wants to punch him out. And he decides to chop him.
He'd love to.
Weingroff flips him off the ropes. It's like an abdominal stretch.
I don't know what he's trying to do there.
The big man, he takes him down.
Bringing it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's a 3 count. There it is. Your winner, George Weingroff.
Yes, sir.
Over the spike.
Hi, I'm Barry Cuda, but you can just call me Cuda. I've been all over the world. I've been in professional sports. I was Mr. USA. I've been in the Marine Corps. I can take a lick, as you can see. I come to the IWA for one reason, and that's to win the heavyweight championship belt. With all you folks behind me, it'll be no problem. I just have 2 words for the people in between me and the belt. Cuda's coming.
Are you serious? Successful chocolate
And coming up next, our last week's highlights.
Yes, Barry Cuda versus Jim Lett. And girls, you're going to like Barry Cuda.
Yes, they do. So let's just relax and watch.
And we're back with last week's highlights, International Wrestling Alliance. And Dick, who have we got in this match?
To your left of your screen, you'll see Barry Cuda. And he's going up against a newcomer called Jim Letz.
Jim Letz what?
Let's wrestle. And here we go as they lock up. Look at the size of Cuda's arms. He works out a lot.
Cuda's about 280, 6'6".
Big man.
Yes, he is. Nice guy, though.
He is. He's got Letz in a headlock.
Cuda is from Cape Cod.
Nash. Let's take Cuda down with a handful of hair.
He can't be mad yet. He got his hair, but he's telling the referee no. But the audience says yes.
And Letz is denying it, of course.
You can't get away with it. Of course, this is something where Letz has very little ring experience.
Well, he's going to get it tonight with Cuda.
And he's learning now that you can't get away with things like you think you can. You got to be a professional.
Another headlock on Letz by Cuda. Put the pressure on it. Letz is trying to get his hand under Cuda's chin to put some leverage on it and try to get out of that lock.
This Cuda was born near Boston, down a fish hatchery.
Cuda takes him down with a big smash. Another big smash.
Yes, let's teach this kid the ropes.
And they get tangled up. Oh. Right up in the corner that time. Let's take a little breather.
What are you going to do now? Look at the frustration on his face. Come on, Jim.
It's hard to bounce Cuda around. He's so big. He's stout. He does take Cuda down. An arm drag. I think he's doing exceptionally well, being one of his first matches in his career here, Dick. Jim is probably, my guess, around 190, 200 pounds. 210. Looks to be. Now he's got Cuda in a headlock. Cuda looks like he's up to something. Don't let this fool you, folks. Cuda is up to something. Oh, I think that was maybe thumb to the eye. Like a Barracuda. Letz is using some dirty tactics. Kind of sneaky, too, as he hides it from the ref. Cuda won't forget those moves, either. He's going to remember that. You know, Cuda is a real environmentalist. He likes the outdoors. And Letz takes him into another headlock. Lives on tuna and caviar. Letz punched him again. I think he's putting that thumb in the eye. How long do you think Cuda is going to take this? I don't think much longer. Not much. No, he's not going to take it much longer. Letz is keeping his... He is going to grab that guy in just a minute. If he can get around to it. And a forearm smash. A forearm smash to the back. And let's rake. Is that legal? Is that legal? No, that's definitely. Is this the way this guy wants to start his career out? Or working like the intern? Really? Maybe he's been talking to the doc. I think he has. Can't somebody put a stop to this? Like he's weakening Cuda. Kick to the kidney there. And he flips Cuda to the mat. Goes for a pin. One count. Now, I didn't think Cuda would stay under there long. He's not going to stand for that. Cuda's going to let go in just a minute. I'll tell you that. There's a chop. He's not going to take this kind of abuse. Another chop. Not from anybody. There's a body slam by Letz. I got to admit, the kid's got some nice moves. Jim Letz has got some nice moves. He's not showing me a lot of diplomacy right now, but he has got some good moves. I think he's pretty weak right now. It looks like he's getting the better into the stick right now. But I can't believe that Cuda is going to let him get away with all the things he's getting away with. You know, those chops will really take the power. Sure they will. Wow, they'll wear you right down. But Dick, you can't sit around and let somebody beat on you like that, and just sit there and take it. Leg scissors on Letz, and he kicks out. And he continues to throw Cuda to the mat. He is really working on Barracuda. Another body slam. I can't understand what's going on. And he misses with the elbow as Cuda moves out of the way. This is not like it. This could be the turnaround for Cuda if he gets back in the running here. Big clothesline takes him down, a flying clothesline. And it looks like he's kind of trying to get the pin. 1, 2, 3. And that's the match for Barry Cuda. And that's it for us. Roger Cohen and Dick Curry. We'll see you next week.
And Barry Cuda wins his match. Joan, it's been a very pleasant and exciting evening.
It sure has. I've really enjoyed it tonight.
Me too, and I certainly appreciate Maxx Payne coming on and helping us out.
Isn't he great?
Yes, he is, and I do want to say that I really appreciate his campaign against drug abuse. I think that's wonderful.
It's been nice not having Dr. Squash here tonight.
Yes, no insults and all of that kind of stuff.
We'll let everybody know next week what's happening.
That's right. And Max told us what happened to Dr. Squash to keep him away tonight.
Right.
And he swore us to secrecy, so if you folks want to find out, tune in next week.
Yes, join us next week for the IWA, the driving force of professional wrestling.
So long, everybody.
Good night.